So students, coming next to the blood vessels, as we know there are two types of blood vessels in our body, that are we talk about arteries and the veins. So when we talk about arteries are the blood vessels in our body which carries oxygenated blood from the heart to different parts of our body, whereas veins collect deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body and bring it to the heart. So arteries carries oxygenated blood in our body, whereas the veins carry deoxygenated blood in our body. When we talk about the pressure exerted by them, so the arteries exert more pressure. Why? Because the arteries carries the oxygenated blood which is pumped by the heart and which is under more pressure, whereas veins only collect the deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body which is not exerting any pressure. So the walls of the arteries are more thick and elastic. Why? Because it exerts more pressure. Whereas when we talk about the walls of the veins, they are thinner. Why? Because the blood is not under the pressure. So this is what about the arteries and the veins. When we talk about arteries, sometimes the question comes, name the largest artery in your body. So the name of the largest artery is what? The aorta. Aorta is the largest artery. This aorta further divided into fine tubes which are called as what? The arteries. When these arteries further divide into very small one cell thick membrane tubes which is called as what? The capillaries. And always remember, the exchange of the material occur through this capillaries only. These capillaries are present in numerous in number in our alveoli as well as in villi, which we have studied earlier. So the next component of the blood is what? The platelet. When we talk about the platelet cells, they are responsible for clotting of the blood. When we talk about the platelet, they are responsible for clotting of the blood. Whenever you got injured or the cut occurs, what happens? These blood vessels get ruptured or damaged, due to which what happens? The blood oozes out or flows out from it. But after some time you see that the blood stops to flow. Why? It is the function of the platelet. To this damaged site, this platelet forms a network-like structure which prevents the cellular component to flow, and slowly which dries up, and this only we called as what? Clots. So this platelet are responsible for clotting of the blood. Next is what? The lymph. When we talk about the lymph, this lymph is the liquid portion of the blood which oozes out or it comes out through the pores of these walls or the capillaries and get collected into a special intercellular spaces which is called as what? The lymph. And the fluid which get collected in it is called as what? The lymph, that fluid. And the structure is called as what? The lymph node. When we talk about the lymph lacks the cellular component. So the liquid portion of the blood which do not contain cellular portion in it, but it contains what? Proteins in it, and only proteins in it, some of the cellular component, antibodies in it, that portion is called as what? The lymph. So this lymph provides protection from primary infection. Okay. So why? Because this lymph contains the proteins. These proteins are none other than the antibodies in our blood which provides protection from the infection. When we talk about the lymph, it is a colorless substance. Okay. This lymph can also contain some amount of fat from the intestine also. So when we talk about the blood consists of the special structure in which it is carried that are called as what? The blood vessels. So we have seen there are two types of blood vessels, arteries and veins, and which further divide into very small single membrane structure called as what? The capillaries. Then we have studied about the platelets and the lymph. You know about WBCs and RBCs, which you have already studied in your earlier classes. So this was about the transportation in human beings. Thank you all.